stay up high to let the faster cars go by on the bottom side. Watch just as she starts by this lap over car here. She gets out a little bit wide. The back end starts around. Jim Bound, Phil Parsons did not make it. You can see the 10 car, nowhere to go.
It'll be interesting to see what Phil saw. He was carrying our in-car cameras here. Let's ride with him.
Ow.
Man. End of what happened now.
Looks like Buckshot. I'm not even going to say whether he had any
Might
help
have
or
had
not.
help, you
But he
don't
might
know.
have had a little touch there. But now,
Watch the 64, the red car right there, and Buckshot goes in front, and around he goes.
Eli, I don't mean to act like I know everything, but if he'd have held the brakes when he was spinning towards the inside of the racetrack and turned to the left, he wouldn't have went back out in the groove there.
Yeah, and you can also
see what happens with Tim Feedaway here. He was right behind Buckshot. Let's see what happens.
Just
little
a
nudge.
little touch.
A little nudge, sure did.
The 40 car Fedewa.
A little nudge from Fedewa sent Buckshot Jones. What happened to Ron Thiel? You see him, the green car outside.
This is going to be a replay of what happened to Patty Marwee. See the back end as he went to the outside to let the faster cars go by. Around the car goes.
That was a reverse spin. Will be up in this corner.
Eli, you could just see he got in the loose stuff there. There's nothing he can do at this point except what he's doing. Just letting the car slide in a straight line there. Now, this wasn't too good.
that was a great
move. On the traffic there.
Woo.
But he thought he could make it and did. Now that was Curtis Markham. Now here's what happened to Mike Laughlin.
He's in a bunch of trouble. Watch the front end come around and hit this outside wall. You talk about impact. Watch right here.
Oh. You can see the front end actually buckles all the way up to the front wheels.
That's what happens.
Chain reaction, you can see it there.
Yep.
Actually, it looked like Dale Fishline's the first car that got sideways coming off the corner.
Yeah, he saved it there. He's on the right of the screen. Yeah. Track. They were green, and the 34 McLaughlin. Up, and it got bottled up. Mike Wallace, and is that LaJoy, I guess, who also got a piece of it.
Phil's already in the wall on the outside retaining wall, so I think what happened was Mike Wallace checked up and then got hit in the back.
Yeah, it looked like Jeff Green was moving in there and just popping the back of the car.
Randy LaJoy, yeah, he cut across the nose of Chad Little here, getting into the corner, and that's what actually turned Chad around, was when Randy came across the front nose on him.
We'll be halfway next time by here in Milwaukee as we take a look at another angle at what happened.
Okay, the blue car there, that's Randy LaJoy. You see the 75 car underneath him. Chad comes up, tries to get underneath. Of course, LaJoy was going under. Now, Jim Bound had nowhere to go. He went low, trying to avoid, got into the back of Chad Little.
Jeff Green.
Okay.
Now he's outside of Jeff Green.
It almost looks like something might happen to the car the way
Something
that thing
might have broken,
Yeah, something broke or cut a tire. Oh, he hit hard.
Ooh, sure did. But yeah, he was inside of the 3, and all of a sudden he makes a hard right.
Yeah, that was no racetrack.
Let's watch it again and see what.
It's the aftermath there. He's already up in the wall. But yeah, he was inside of Jeff Green. All of a sudden, it went away from him.
You see the white line there. You see the grass on the inside of the white line.
Right.
If he got the left sides into that grass, that could have.
Already breaking loose. Oh, that's what happened. Kenny Wallace did the full 360 first.
And the end result was Phil Parsons, these guys, it was just chain reaction. You see him.
Oh, 2 more spins right behind in addition to, there's Phil on the right side. Oh, so now we get a better look. We'll take a look from Phil's view and see exactly what happened. He's waving. He says,
oh, he got hit. He had to get hit because he was waving, already backing out, and all of a sudden the car gets turned over. That means that somebody ran into the back.
Exactly, because he was pointing straight 1993. Let's see what happens. Just went into the wall.
Just got out in the loose.
I would have to say that maybe he had a right front cut there. By the angle he come out of the corner, he never got the car turned at all. He gets by. Now you see underneath there, Hermie Sadler had nowhere to go. They made contact. Now it's chain reaction from there on.
Unbelievable. We'll take a look at another angle here as they come towards us head on. The left side, that totally white car is Tony Stewart.
Okay, Tony realizes they're there now. Watch this. When he tries to turn in, Hermie Sadler has nowhere to go with that inside wall there. Jeff Green gets hit hard.
And there's your basic domino effect.
That's it.
Oh, and you can see Kenny Wallace. Good thing they put that new access road in there.
We've been telling you how they've been cutting the corner. Let's see. Somebody's ahead of Keller who kicked up all that dust. Somebody was in the grassy strip there. And then everybody else tried to check up, I think.
Yeah, that was a chain reaction. You see David Green going around sideways
See
now.
the tire tracks there in the grass?
Yeah.
That's what started it. Everybody checked up after somebody went through the dirt. The tail end of the problem, as you see at this point, he'd already spun, leaving that trail of flame behind him.
Usually that means you've knocked the fuel pump, the fittings on the fuel pump off, and you have the fire like that. The bad part is when it starts flaming like that, you see him going up into the outside wall. Look how close he come to hitting the cars coming by there. Watch it flame up in a second.
Now, as far as Mike McLaughlin, remember earlier
Now you see him going down into turn 3. Very narrow through there. He gets down in the corner pretty good. Right there. He starts to wash out. You see the back fishtail just a little bit. He's in trouble.
And the end of a dream for many of these Wisconsin fans. Let's ride with Dick Trickle as his problems unfolded. And let's just see what reaction. He's checking the mirror. And around he goes.